Without further ado, let me start off by saying you are a real estate professional. If you are here, you are a real estate professional. Now, I'm not sure how many of you know me versus not know me, but I want to know, do I have your permission to just be extremely blunt and transparent? Right? I know that we're all professionals here, but sometimes, most times, especially if you've watched my videos, one thing about me is I just like to tell you the real, the raw, the honest truth. And I know we have some Power Unit one-on-one members here, so they can tell you all day and night. I don't typically hold back, especially when it comes to your success. So let me know if you're all right. Well, actually, you don't have to let me know because I'm not asking for permission with this. If you think it's going to make you uncomfortable or you're just not down for it, may not be the training for you this evening. Actually, this isn't even a training. It's more of a showcase. And so we already know you're a real estate professional. And as a real estate professional, what do? You sell houses. Not only do you sell houses, you sell six-figure and seven-figure assets. Those are big. And yet, some of you can't even afford to take a client out to dinner, right? We got six and seven-figure assets on one side, but then it's like, hey, you're trying to sell them something, but yet you can't even afford to take them out to dinner. That's like being a chef who's starving, right? You know how to cook, but you're not eating. A doctor who's sick, a mechanic with a broken car. It's embarrassing, and we both know it. 1,842 agents. That's how many agents I have personally helped transform their businesses into six-figure businesses. Now, there's been a lot of people who have done more, but I think for my time and tenure in the business, 1842 isn't bad, especially helping people break through that $100,000 mark. And I didn't do it in 5 years. They didn't take 5 years to do it with me, but typically in 180 days. And let me say, all right, this is my disclosure. These results are not typical. As a matter of fact, most of you probably won't get these results if I'm being honest, right? What is it going to take? It's going to take hard work. Well, I don't want to say hard work. It's not even going to take hard work. It's going to take discipline, and it's going to take consistency. I tell Power Unit members this all the time. It's not hard. It's just going to require discipline. 180 days, that's not a long time to take your business from where it is today and turning it into a six-figure operation. And the difference between them and you, they started being honest with themselves. That's the only difference. They started being honest with themselves. What does that look like? Well, it looks like you saying, hey, I need help. Hey, I don't have it all figured out. Hey, can you show me what you did? So here's my question. Do you want to keep pretending or do you want to get paid? In the next 90 minutes, I'm going to reveal why 73% of agents will be obsolete by next Christmas. All right, you're probably chasing is such a strong word, but the top 1% already know what I'm about to show you. And that's the unfortunate thing about real estate, but they've been ahead of the curve for months now. And that's typically how real estate is. A few people will hop on something when it comes out, it's just getting traction. And then next thing is years later before everybody hops on it. Unfortunately, though, this is something that's moving fast. What you're about to see, I have never shown publicly. And after Sunday, I'm going to tell you, this is about to move fast. It'll be too late for you to catch up. I'm gonna play doctor right quick. You like my little stick figure? I'm gonna diagnose your business in the next 30 seconds. All right. Symptom number one, you're busy, but you're broke, right? You're busy, but you're broke. You're doing it all, yet you have no money. All right. You wake up at 6 a.m. You go to bed at midnight. You're out there hustling. You're moving and shaking, but your bank account looks like you're unemployed. Here's the second symptom. You're doing random stuff. So Monday, that's you say it's your social media day. Tuesday, you're door knocking. Wednesday is the breakdown day. So you're crying, wondering what's going on. Thursday, hey, you found this new strategy on YouTube, but then Friday, you found a different strategy from TikTok. Here's the third symptom. You blame everything except the real problem. You say the market's tough. My leads suck. People aren't serious. Here's your diagnosis. Your system sucks. All right. That's a key word, which is why it's capitalized. Your system sucks. And actually, some of you probably don't even have a system, right? Who knows that they need a system for their business to make it happen? Here's what this costs you. Every month you're broke, you're not just losing money, you're losing credibility. You're losing credibility. Remember, 6 and 7 figure assets. That's what you're helping people with. But where's your credibility? Your spouse becomes more tired of waiting. When is it going to happen? They're wondering, is this month going to be the month? They're getting restless with waiting. Your kids, they see you stressed. Your friends, they're whispering behind your back. All right. They support you to your face, but you've been around you long enough and they're thinking, hey, if it hasn't happened yet, it's probably not gonna happen. And then there's that little voice in your head at 3 a.m. It's getting louder and it's saying, maybe I should just get a job. We've all been there in this business. I'll be the first to admit it. But the real number, you're leaving $180,000 per year on the table. $180,000. That's a house. That's your kids' college. That's your parents' retirement that you're leaving on the table. And you know what's worse than being broke? It's being broke by yourself. I remember back when I was a newer agent, I didn't know what I was doing. I was doing any and everything people told me. And I was at an open house and I had a full breakdown. I locked the door, closed the open house up early, bawling my eyes out, having a breakdown. Why was I having a breakdown? Because I was experiencing all of those symptoms. I was working hard. I was doing everything. I was out here hustling. I was getting up early, going to sleep late, but I was broke and I was by myself. You say that you're building a business, but really, you're just working a job with bad benefits, and it sucks. So, I'm going to show you something kind of terrifying. All right. Chase Bank, they've launched an AI that pre qualifies buyers in 3 minutes. All right. Zillow AI predicts home values, and they're saying that it's working better than appraisers. Real Broker gave their agents AI that can write contracts in 30 seconds. Why am I saying this? Because I want you to realize and I want you to ask yourself, what are you doing today? These people, these companies, they're making moves. And these billion-dollar corporations and companies, if they're doing this, shouldn't you? You want to be wealthy. So, doesn't it make sense to do what the rich and wealthy are doing? But meanwhile, you're doing what? You're still entering data into your for 2015, and you're still manually entering that data in your CRM. This really isn't about working harder, y'all. We got to change our mindset about this. It's about extinction. In 18 months, there's going to be two types of agents: AI power agents closing 50 plus deals a year. And unfortunately, there will be agents working at, and look, I'm going to let you fill in the blank because some of you have already thought about it. Some of you have already thought where you're going to apply. Some of you have already said, if push comes to shove, this is where I'm going to go work. So you can fill in the blank, but it's unfortunate. But I want to know, which line will you be helping? Will you be helping those people lined up outside of your packed open house? Or are you going to be helping the people lined up outside of Starbucks to get a pumpkin spice latte on the first day that it comes out? Things are moving fast at a rapid pace. So I must give credit where credit is due. Let's talk about all the stuff that you have tried. All right. You've done coaching programs. I appreciate you for doing that. Some of you have done coaching with me, which is phenomenal because I know you got great results. But for the others, the reality is a lot of you are getting coaching from some guy who closed 3 deals in 2019. And the only thing that they can really teach you is mindset. Has anyone been annoyed that you spend money on something or you attend some event and it's just all mindset stuff? I love the mindset. I love the motivation. It's 100% important. But at this point, you need a little bit more, right? Do you agree with me? He's broker than you, right? And the reason why a lot of them are selling courses is because he can't sell houses. You've probably heard posting more content. You're thinking, hey, I just post more content. But here's the truth, you're not gonna be able to viral your way to wealth anymore. That's not the day and age that we're living in. That's YouTube circa 2013, 2014. Going viral is an every other day thing. People, unfortunately, aren't getting famous like they used to from going viral. And unfortunately, the ones who do go viral and get a little bit of fame, they're not making any money from it. So you're not going to be able to viral your way to wealth. You've been told, work your sphere. All right. It's all about working your sphere. But guess what? Your sphere is broke too. They're broke too. You've exhausted them. So all of these solutions, they have one thing in common. They're designed to keep you busy, not make you rich. A few months ago, I got a call from a mega team here in Miami, and they said, Jason, we need you to shut up about this AI thing, which I'm cool with the person, so I wasn't offended or anything. But they asked me to stop talking about AI, stop using AI, stop putting it out there. Why? Because they're crushing it right now and they want to keep it that way. They know I have a lot of followers, they know I have eyes on me. And what I'm putting out there, just literally what I'm putting out there for myself, they feel like because of comments and me just freely giving information that, hey, their competition is right behind them. They went from 200 deals to over 600 deals using AI. The same team that was doing the same 200 deals in the same market they were doing it at. Now, I know I said a mega team, but I want you to think about yourself. 200 to 600. How many are you doing right now? Is it 10? Is it 20? Multiply that by 3, because in the same 6 months, that could be you if you embrace this. Now, the only difference is they had AI doing what takes you 60 hours a week. Oh, Jason, are you talking about automation or workflow? No, I'm talking about true AI that literally takes 60 hours a week off your plate. Then I received an email from a major company in real estate. Some of you probably recognize that logo, but guess what? They want me to come and teach their nationwide audio audience and show them the AI strategies, the same ones that I'm about to give you. Today, I'm done keeping secrets. So today you're gonna get everything. Now, in order to even begin to implement what I'm gonna show you, you must understand the 3 laws of getting paid. Law number 1, volume defeats talent. You think that you need to be good at sales, right? I talk to agents all the time. Oh, I just need to get better at sales. I just need to get better at selling. But they're wrong. And you're wrong if you think that. What you truly need is volume. You need more transactions. You need more production. Here's the math that nobody makes you realize. To make $15,000 a month on average, all you need is 3 deals, 3 closings, right? Some of you may just need one, half of one, but on average, you just need 3 deals. To get 3 deals, you need 30 appointments. You have to meet with 30 people. And to get 30 appointments, you need 300 conversations. Whoa, man, that's a lot of conversations, Chasen. Well, it's just 15 conversations per day. Some of you probably sit on one phone call for enough time for you to have 15 individual conversations versus just that one phone call gossiping. All right. You're just having two, maybe three on a good day. I just broke it down how many conversations you need per day, but having two, maybe three on a good day. This is why you need to implement an AI ecosystem. An AI ecosystem does 3 things. For one, the first thing that it does is it shows you your number. What do I mean by your number? Everyone has a personal success number. Think of it like a credit score. Everyone has a credit score. In business, in real estate, everyone has a personal success number. Whether you've heard this before or this is your first time hearing this, there is a number associated with the success of your business at all times. The range is from 0 to 100. But all this time, you've probably been using someone else's number. You've been trying to hit a goal, trying to do actions, trying to make it based off of someone else's personal success number. And that's not the way that you're going to win. So you need yours based on your current business. There's a lot of different things that we track in real estate: conversions, listings, closings, buyers, sellers, leads, prospects, all these different things. But there is an algorithm that can take every action that you do in your business and give you your personal success number. And that AI can monitor it for you. What does that look like? You're thinking, how? Well, it tracks your business, your moves in real time. It's like a Fitbit for your business. Red, when you're in the red, your business is dying, right? You're on that life support. But when you're in the green, you are printing money. Some of you probably don't know how close you are to red or how close you are to green because you don't know your personal success number. When you do, that AI can force your behavior. So AI literally won't let you do dumb stuff until you hit your number. What is dumb stuff? That's the stuff that you're doing daily that someone said was a great idea, but you're not going to notice until 8 months from now that was dumb. Shouldn't have been wasting time on that. Why? Again, that was based on someone else's number. But AI, it's not going to let you do that dumb stuff, right? Because it can be programmed in a way to only give you the things that are going to get you closer to that green based on how everything looks right now. And when I say everything, I mean every little microscopic part of your business. This isn't motivation, y'all. This is simple math. How this breaks down is simple math. Law number 2, confidence is earned, not learned. Some of you are probably still 5 years in trying to learn how to be confident. And the reason why it's not really working and why it's been so long is because confidence is earned. This is law number 2. Be sure to write this down. Your sales suck right now because you're not confident. And you can use that word sales to mean anything. Your appointments suck because you're not confident. Your listing presentation sucks because you're not confident. Fill in the blank of this word. Think about yourself personally, but you're not confident because you don't practice. And you probably don't really suck at sales, but most real estate folks do. just being honest. But they also suck at practice. Think about when was the last time you practiced doing something in your business? For my real estate people, you go into every appointment hoping. Who's gone into an appointment and all you brought was hope with you? You're winging it. You're praying that they don't ask you the hard questions. You're praying that they don't give you any pushback, right? Some of you might be praying that they cancel. That's like going to war without training. You're going out there in the field, but you don't have training. You haven't been trained the right way. You probably sat in classes or you've gone through courses. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute, but you haven't been trained. Michael Jordan didn't become Michael Jordan in the games. That's where Michael Jordan performed. He became Michael Jordan shooting 1,000 free throws at 5 a.m. That's what practice looks like. It's what you're doing regularly to sharpen your skills. It's what you're doing with yourself without anybody judging you, without you judging yourself, just you and that destination. That's what practice can look like now. And guess what? AI can make it like that. First way is through simulations. All right. Simulations. Think about this. You practice every objection 50 times before you hear it in person. So before you actually use it with someone, you practice the objections before you hear it from a real person. When someone says to you, your commission is too high, you handle it like breathing. How something like this works with AI, because you must understand this. This isn't Chat GPT, y'all. I'm not talking about Chat GPT. This isn't some generic bot that I'm talking about. I'm referring to an AI that was trained on 1.4 million real estate conversations. Every objection, every close, every follow up that led to a signature. So when you're practicing handling that your commission is too high until you can literally destroy it in your sleep, your AI is helping you with number two, which is performance. Let's talk about coaching right quick. Coaching is one of the most common terms in coaching, and it's taught by coaches to other coaches. Is you just ask people, how do you feel? How do you feel that went? How do you feel that's gonna go? How confident do you feel about it? And they just let that lead into other stuff. Most of them don't show tactics, things like that, right? But they're great about asking how you feel. Now, performance is going to tell you here's where you lost the deal. Here's where you went wrong. Here's what messed up. So think about your AI saying at second 47. So at 47 seconds, when you stuttered about commission, that's where you lost credibility. Literally, the exact moment where things went south. Why would it say that? Because AI doesn't care about your feelings. All right. It gets to a point where you realize nobody cares about your success. So truly, nobody really cares if you fail or succeed. Same thing with AI. It doesn't care about your feelings. It tells you exactly what you need to hear with no sugarcoating, no, you're doing great when you're really not, just the truth. How many trainings, how many events, how many webinars, master classes have you been on where it's been mostly motivation, where it's been mostly fluff? You rarely have someone telling you what you need to hear. Most times you don't want to hear it, but they're not sugarcoating it. What's been taking place the whole time that we've been together so far? I gave you this experience. I'm delivering the truth to you this way because this is what an experience with using AI can do. Now, some of you may have taken this negatively. I'm sure some people fogged off, went away, but some of you have been sitting there having moments, having revelations, having epiphanies, having paradigm shifts. Some of you have found even comfort in just hearing the truth. Something we don't get in real estate a lot. You can walk in a brokerage office tomorrow. They don't know anything about your career. They're going to tell you that, oh, you're going to do great. Oh, you're going to make so much money. Is that the truth? How do they know? LeBron James shoots 500 shots before breakfast. A lot of you can't even practice one objection. That's why LeBron makes LeBron money. And respectfully, you don't, because you're not doing that 500 before breakfast. Practice equals paychecks. Write this down. Practice equals paychecks. Law number 3, leverage beats effort. Working hard is not for smart people. Just being honest, working hard is not for smart people. They use systems. Why? Because they're being smart about how they're getting things done. And 9 times out of 10, it's through using a system. Here's your system, which is your leverage, AI. Okay. Your AI leverage. Think about your content on autopilot. I'm not sure how many of you watch my feeds, but any given day, there's 30 pieces of content going out from me daily. No, I'm not sitting behind my phone recording videos and pushing them out all day. Why? Because I have a system for that. I'm able to leverage my time and get greater results. AI can write all of your social media posts in 12 seconds. Has anybody experienced that yet? Most people haven't. Well, because they don't know how to prompt and they don't know what to ask it, this, that, and the other. But when you have that system, it can do a lot in 12 seconds, not using any templates. Actual content about your market, your listings, your expertise. All right. Let's pause the market real quick because I'm going to come back to the market piece. It's going to be a major light bulb. Some of you, 97% of agents don't have market intelligence. Surprisingly, what is market intelligence? That's when you know every sale, your listing, every trend in your zip code, any day of the week. Anytime somebody asks you, any given moment, Monday to Wednesday, you taking place in between those to where I can randomly ask you and you don't have to look it up. That's what market intelligence is. That's what aids you and allows you to capture more business because now you're able to be in that random place and you talk to somebody. And what's that one question people always ask when they know that you're in real estate? How's the market? Do you even have time for that? Do you have time to gain market intelligence? Do you have time to know what takes place from day to day? Right? How were you taught to learn the market? Most of you research, right? Hey, your trainer, your mentor, your broker, they say just research. But I want you to imagine a situation where while others are literally researching, you already know. This is the difference between pushing a boulder and riding a rocket. Look, which side would you rather be on? Do you want to ride that rocket? Or do you want to continue to do things the manual way when it comes to the market and spend hours researching and still don't feel like you would be able to answer a specific question about your neighborhood? That's where AI can come in again. All right. I want to tell you about a couple people right quick. Tommy, 26 years old. He was living with his parents driving Uber at night just to pay for gas to show houses. Okay, I'm Tommy. He lives in a big city. And so sometimes him showing houses and require him to drive across town. All right. So he would drive an Uber at night to pay for gas. Day 92 of him aggressively implementing AI, he cashed a $16,000 commission check in 92 days. He told me that when he told his mom, she cried. You're giving too much weight about him because some of you all may know him. His $1,000 check all at one time was unimaginable, unheard of, had never happened. And so when something like that did happen, it was a very emotional moment because now they saw possibility in a way that they never really experienced before. He's not the only one. Jessica, divorced, two kids. Day one, Jessica was scared, right? Jessica was scared. Why? AI is new. You're not wanting to know everything about me. I'm not going to give, like, so she was that person, scared. Day 79, she had a $31,000 month. Okay. $1,000 that she had under contract and 31,000 in GCI that she had under contract in 1 month. In only 79 days, she sent me a photo of her kids at Disney World. This was their first vacation in 5 years. And if I'm just being transparent about Jessica, it was the first vacation since the divorce. So it was a moment. The reason why I'm telling you this is because I don't want it to just be about the money. All right. I'm not just making this because of large commission checks like the people out there who do these types of trainings and they just throw out these big numbers. Yeah, the numbers are large. Well, relative. How about we say that? Relative to how much you've made, what you've done. They're relative. But look at what's happening. We have families feeling empowered, thinking differently, seeing life in a different way. Families going on vacation together after years of just trying to work to make ends meet. Mike, 52 years old, he got laid off from his 9 to 5 that he only had because it was security. And I had told Mike to quit a long time ago, even before we started working with AI. But that was his security. If anything went south, thing bad happened, he needed to keep his job. Then he got laid off from this security. He felt like it was too old for him to start over. In month 5, $89,000 in GCI in his pipeline coming to him. 89,000 in GCI was sitting in his pipeline in 5 months. Now, I know that there's some of y'all who are like, "Plus, that's a long time. I need it now." If you knew that 89, 30, $60,000 was coming to your bank account, but it's going to take 5 months, would you tell them not to send it? Would you tell them, don't worry about it? I highly doubt that. These aren't unicorns, y'all. These aren't miraculous special people. All right. These are regular people who stopped making excuses. Now pay attention because I'm about to do something stupid. All right. And yeah, said that word, but I told y'all I would earlier today. I'm about to do something stupid. You're probably thinking, hey, I just need to work harder or I just need to find the right tactic. A lot of you sit on these types of trainings and you're like, oh, maybe that tactic will work. I want you to stop thinking about that because hard work fails without a precise system to direct it. You can be working, but what did we establish earlier? Most of that work you're doing is just to keep you busy. You've been trying to win a Formula One race, but you're driving a golf cart. That's why you're tired. That's why you're exhausted. Kind of don't have any more hope. Maybe someone here is thinking, hey, I'm failing because I'm not good enough. You're saying to yourself, if I'm being honest, if I'm going to stop making excuses, Jason, I just feel like I'm not good enough. Well, the truth is, you're experiencing a form of PTSD. Bold claim, bold statement. I know I'm not a doctor or medical professional. I should have put another disclaimer there, but you're experiencing a form of PTSD. You doubt yourself because of distrust, but your distrust is rational. I get it 100%. A lot of you will get it in a second. You spent over $5,000 on coaching programs. You've experienced changing brokerages over and over again just to receive empty promises from them. All right? You've been falling for the fake gurus. So I get it. You're buying leads that suck, that don't convert, that are given to 50 other people in your same market. Your brain at this point is protecting you because you've been betrayed by the fake solutions. This is a response to you being betrayed by all of these fake solutions. But even when you get the confidence again, let's say, hey, you start using AI, I'm confident now. Even when you get the confidence again, you're going to fail again if you don't understand this. The industry has perfected lie blocking. You've probably heard success requires 80-hour weeks and cold calling, endless numbers. You got to knock on 100 doors just to make money. This $1,500 conference investment is going to triple before you make it home. But the truth is, those who make the big money aren't doing any of that. The industry preaches this because the real estate industry profits from your desperation. So that's why what I'm about to show you, this isn't another coaching program. All right. This is the performance engine you really needed when you were out there hitting the ground running, right? Or when you were thinking about hitting the ground running. But instead, you're spinning your wheels because you don't know what to do next. This amplifies the lie that you're not cut out for this, right? This just makes it larger. This makes you think about it more. This makes it easier and more comfortable for you to say that, hey, this isn't for me. I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I just can't make it in this business. But that's just trauma speaking from the industry stealing your hope. You're tired of the hype, right? You're sick of it. But then again, you're still not closing deals. So it's kind of like I have to go through this. That's not because of failure, it's because of the betrayal. AI makes you a winner because now you know that it can be trained to hunt while you sleep. I want to know, do I have your permission to reveal the biggest solution to hit real estate? Introducing Pulse Intel Pro, the one system that automates your entire real estate operation using AI. Pulse Intel Pro unlocks three key success systems in one easy to use platform. The first system is the volume system, and the volume system includes your daily action plan, which is our AI that gives you tasks that have worked for people with your similar experience, market, and goals so you have the highest chances of getting the same results. It's powered by over 200 proven tasks from Tom Ferry, Ryan Serhant, Mike Ferry, and other successful agents nationwide. Each task shows you your likelihood success rate, the time it'll take for you to get it done, and the results you can expect by doing it. Next, it's the production planner. This is the automatic goals calculation that starts with how much money you want to keep, not just make, but how much you want to keep in your pocket at the end of the day. It shows you your daily, weekly, and monthly activity targets. It accounts for commission splits and fees, and it automatically updates based on your actual progress. Also, it's the business numbers. We have three metrics that you're going to always be tracking. It's your pulse, your gain, and your Morrow scores. Your pulse measures your execution and consistency. The gain takes into account if you're working smart or are you working harder than you have to. And then Morrow thinks about your market. Is your market on your side? And with this information, it gives you projected growth forecasts and AI insights on what to fix. Next is the pipeline manager, where you can have unlimited contacts with their full history. It integrates with Lofty and Follow Up Boss, and you can see exactly where deals are stuck and what to do to unstick them. So every day you know who to call based on their conversion probability. Then there's the property leads generator. This is AI written marketing that's optimized for clicks. It's modern property specific landing pages that gather leads for you, and those leads are added directly into your pipeline. And you can track which marketing campaigns worked best and just redo them. The volume system has a total value of $5,964 per year. And with these tools, you'll be able to hit your monthly conversions goal consistently. You'll know exactly who to call, when to call them, and what to say so there's no more winging it. You'll track your exact progress towards your income goal in real time so you can see if you're on pace or if you're falling behind, and you'll be able to generate qualified buyer leads from any listing without cold calling. So you'll be able to get rid of wasting time daily deciding what to do, all those scattered contacts across your phone, your emails, your CRM, and post it notes. You'll be able to get rid of those expensive Zillow leads, and you'll be able to get rid of questioning if you're working on the right things or not. I couldn't figure out how to become consistent. Some days I'd make calls, other days I'd get distracted by paperwork and make zero calls. So I had to create a system that told me exactly what to do every single day based on my actual business, not based on what felt comfortable or urgent in the moment. So this will save you a ton of time and money because you'll save at least 30 minutes every day just on the thinking and planning alone. You'll stop paying for those expensive lead services. You'll stop wasting time on activities that feel productive but don't produce any closings. And you'll hit your numbers in half the time because you're focused and not scattered. You might be thinking you already have some of these and a CRM, and you don't want to switch everything over and lose all your data. Well, here's the good news. We integrate with your existing CRM. So Lofty, Follow Up Boss, whatever you use, your contacts stay exactly where they are. We just add our intelligence on top of your CRM. So your CRM actually tells you what to do instead of just sitting there with names in it. So the volume system that includes your daily action plan, your goals calculator, score dashboard, pipeline manager, and your property lead generator has a total value of $5,964 per year. Next, number two is the confidence system, because we know that we all want confidence. And included in the confidence system is an AI role play simulator. So you'll make real voice calls, not just a text chat. We have pre built scenarios, and you can create your own custom scenarios for anything that you may be encountering. You get instant feedback after each session, and we also include a full objection script library.
I'd pay you if you brought me a buyer, but I'm not interested in listing.
Right, so you're not interested in listing, but you'd pay me if I brought you a buyer. Do you have a number that you're trying to hit?
I'm trying to net $300,000 from the sale. I've got it listed at $315,000 FSBO right now.
Perfect. So you have it as a FISBO right now for 315 and you're trying to net 300, is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. Trying to avoid paying commission if I can, but I'm open to hearing what you have to say.
Absolutely. And have you spoken with an agent at all about potentially listing your homes and potentially putting it out there for more buyers to see?
I've talked to a few agents, but like I said, I'm not really looking to list it with anyone unless they can really show me some value. I've been doing selling it myself so far.
And how long has it been on the market, may I ask?
It's been on the market for a few weeks, probably about a month now. I've been getting some interest, but it's not moving as quickly as I'd like.
And if we were able to make it move as quickly as you like and show you a way to get it sold, would that interest you?
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to sell it quickly and get the process over with. That sounds great.
Absolutely, I get you, and I'd love to get this done for you quick as well. What I'd love to do potentially is come out to your home and have a look at the property, give a full rundown and see how it would do on the market, and then we can talk options there.
That sounds good. I'd be happy to have you take a look. What were you
Absolutely.
thinking?
Absolutely. And is there
Yeah, that works
potentially
for me.
is okay, and is there a time this week that might work best for you where I can come out and have a quick look?
Let me check. Wednesday or Thursday would work for me. Either day is fine.
Perfect.
Inside of your objection scripts library, we give you the exact words to say to any objection, and we add new objections and scripts often. You can even read these word for word during real conversations that you're having on the phone or over Zoom because they're already written, ready to go for you. Alongside that, you'll have an AI business advisor. This is an advisor that is on demand to give you those recommendations for difficult situations. It's our conversational AI that already knows your entire business. So, your goals, your pipeline, your market, it's all integrated. So, you can get strategic guidance in real time instead of waiting for help to call or to email you back. We all know how that goes. So, with the confidence system, it has a total value of $3,564 per year. And with these, you'll be able to practice objections before you need to use it on a real client so you can be more confident talking to prospects. You'll be able to role play those difficult conversations with zero risk of losing out on a real deal. You'll see exactly where you can improve and fix it before those real conversations, and you have the exact script in front of you during practice and during real calls. So with the confidence system, you can get rid of the fear of objections that makes you avoid making calls or losing listings because you didn't sound like you knew what you were saying, or trying to find a role play partner whose schedule just doesn't work with yours. Or what about the embarrassment of practicing on real clients and losing deals while you're just trying to learn? And you can get rid of those generic scripts that don't fit your specific situations. The only way that I could practice was on real listing appointments. And unfortunately, I lost listings because another agent sounded better than I did. So I wanted to create a way to practice unlimited times with AI that sounds and responds like real clients. So agents can master conversation before it costs them a deal. This will save you a ton of time and money because you won't lose $12,000, $18,000 on commissions because you didn't overcome an objection. You'll avoid paying $3,000 plus dollars a month for personal coaching. You'll turn years of trial and error into a couple of weeks of focused practice, and you'll win more listings on the first appointment instead of needing 3 to 4 tries just to get it right. You might be thinking you can't use these tools because you're not good with technology and talking to an AI sounds awkward and complicated. Well, here's why that's not true. If you can talk to at least one person on the phone every day, this is the exact same thing. You click start practice, the AI calls your phone and it asks you questions like a real client, just like a phone conversation. That's it. And if you can have a phone conversation, you can use this. So here's everything you're getting today: the volume system, which includes your daily action plan, the goals calculator, the score dashboard, the pipeline manager, the property lead generator, and the confidence system, which is the role play simulator, the custom scenarios, the objection scripts library, and your AI business advisor, all for a total value of $9,528 per year. But remember, I told you there's three. So, number three is the leverage system. And inside of the leverage system is your real time market data. So, this is live metrics. So, median price, days on market inventory. With that, you get an AI generated market analysis, your buyer and seller strategy recommendations. So, how to work with each one of them, and ready to use talking points that you can recite word for word on explaining the market. In addition to that, you get downloadable PDF reports that you can use in your marketing, or you can even send it to clients. With that, you get access to the content studio. This is your in house marketing and content department. So, your social media captions and hashtags for any topic, email templates for leads, clients, and your sphere, and video scripts for property tours and market updates, ad campaign copy for your lead generation, We give you weekly content packs that are already ready to go. You just download them and post them, and then you're ready to use editable templates. In addition to the content studio, we also integrate with many of the popular platforms out there. So, no more logging into 7 different platforms. Everything connects to your one dashboard. So, you can make your existing tools 10 times smarter by connecting them to our AI intelligence. So, the leverage system has a total value of $8,364 per year, and with these, you'll be able to post an insane amount of content per week without recording videos or writing a single word. You'll know about your market in less than 2 minutes without doing any research. You'll post content consistently across Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn without having to log into each of those platforms. This will make you more organized because everything works in one place, and you'll be able to coordinate transactions without missing deadlines or losing documents. So you can get rid of the 10 plus hours per week you spend creating content manually, paying all that money for content creation tools, the schedulers, or possibly even a VA, logging into 7 different platforms every day just to get started. Or what about finding out about opportunities too late because you weren't monitoring the market 24/7? Who has time for that? Or your transactions falling apart because you forgot a deadline or didn't send an email or lost paperwork. I post for 2 weeks straight, then ghost my audience for a month because I was too busy. So I had to create AI agents to handle the content, the market monitoring, the transaction coordinating automatically so other agents could focus only on the things that actually require a human, which are your appointments and your showings. This will save you a ton of time and money because you'll save 10 to 15 hours per week on content creation, research, and admin work. You'll stop paying $200 to $300 a month for multiple disconnected tools. You'll stop losing deals because you missed opportunities or forgot deadlines, and you'll generate leads from content you're posting consistently instead of randomly. Now, you might be thinking you can't use these tools because you're not creative and AI generated content will sound robotic and generic. Well, here's why that's not true. The AI, it learns your voice, your market, your brand. It's not the generic chat GPT content. It's content specific to your zip codes, your listings, and your style. Plus, consistency beats perfection. Posting good enough content every day will generate way more leads than posting perfect content once a month. And honestly, most agents can't tell the difference between AI content and human content anymore. It's that good. So here's everything you're getting today when we add that in: the volume system, which includes your daily action plan, your goals calculator, your score dashboard, your pipeline manager, the property lead generator. Then the confidence system, which is your AI role play simulator, the custom scenarios, the objection scripts library, your AI business advisor, and the leverage system, which is the real time market data, the content studio, and the integrations into all the platforms that you're already using for a total value of $17,892 per year. But that's not all. When you become a Pulse Intel Pro user today, you'll also get these bonuses: the Performance Suite, which is a Netflix style training library made specifically for real estate professionals. With this, you'll be able to implement proven strategies that have worked for 1,842 plus agents who broke 6 figures. You'll follow the exact step by step playbooks instead of guessing how to do something. You'll see exactly how Tommy, Jessica, and Mike went from struggling to consistent income, and you'll use word for word scripts and frameworks that successful agents rely on. This has a total value of $560 per year. So you'll be able to get rid of the $5,000 to $15,000 you spend on coaching programs teaching you the same strategies. You'll be able to get rid of the trial and error that wastes 2 to 3 years figuring out what works, or the generic advice that doesn't apply to your specific market or experience level. And you'll be able to get rid of always asking yourself, am I doing this right? I didn't know how to transfer 15 years of trial and error experience into a format agents could actually implement immediately. I'd seen so many agents take my live coaching, they get fired up, and then they fail at execution because they didn't have step by step instructions. So I had to create complete playbooks with every detail spelled out, not just what to do, but exactly how to do it step by step for every situation. This will save you a ton of time and money because you'll avoid spending thousands of dollars on coaching programs. You'll save yourself all the trial and error. You'll stop wasting time on strategies that don't work in your market, and you'll implement proven systems instead of reinventing the wheel. Now, you might be thinking that you don't need this because you've already taken real estate training and coaching programs before and they didn't really work for you. Well, here's what you'd be missing out on. Those programs taught you what to do. This teaches you how to do it following a system. For example, Tom Ferry tells you to work on your database. This shows you the exact 12 touch sequence, the specific language to use, when to call versus text versus email, and how to track results. The difference between knowing and doing is having a step by step system, and this is the system. So here's everything you're getting today: the volume system, which is your daily action plan, the goals calculator, the score dashboard, your pipeline manager, the property lead generator, then the confidence system that includes the AI role play simulator, the custom scenarios, the objection scripts library, the AI business advisor, and the leverage system, which is the real time market data, the content studio, and the connectivity through the integrations with the bonus of the performance suite to bring the total value to $18,452 per year. You're also going to get access to our referral community where you'll be able to network with other early adopters implementing the same system. With this, you'll be able to network with other agents using this exact system that you are. You'll help shape the platform's future by influencing what features we build next. You'll receive referrals from agents and brokers nationwide. This has a total value of $300 per year. So with it, you'll be able to get rid of the risk of what if this doesn't work for me, or the fear of making the wrong decision and wasting money, or trying to figure it out all alone without accountability and support. I wasn't able to give every agent personal attention when we scaled past 100 users, but I knew personalized guidance was critical to success. So I had to create a founding member program where early adopters get the VIP treatment, personal strategy calls, direct access to me, and a private community. So you're not just subscribing to a software, you're joining a community. This will save you a ton of time and money because you'll avoid months of trial and error because you can ask questions anytime. You'll learn from other agents' wins and mistakes in the community. You'll be able to get feedback on how to do things, and you'll always stay ahead of your competition through what we share inside. Now, you might be thinking, I'm a part of so many communities and groups. You don't feel like you need to add another one, and I get it. But here's how we recommend thinking about this: it's always better to have and not need than to need and not have. And we put a focus on growth and referrals in our community. This isn't one of those random real estate talk groups, it serves a specific purpose that keeps it valuable to professionals like you. So when we add that in, here's everything you're getting today: the volume system, which is the daily action plan, the goals calculator, the score dashboard, the pipeline manager, the property lead generator, the confidence system, which includes the AI role play simulator, the custom scenarios, the objection scripts library, the AI business advisor, and the leverage system, which is your real time market data, the content studio, and the ability to have all of your platforms integrated, plus the bonuses of the performance suite and the private referral coaching community, which brings the total value to $18,752 per year. So we've covered a lot. Here's what we've got covered so far: Your number equals your business scores. So you're going to get your business scores, the role play scenarios, the daily performance actions, content creation, market intelligence, goals and production, business advice, all in one place. But in order to make this a no brainer, you'll also get the triple AI agent team, which has a total value of $7,092 per year. This is 3 AI agents who are ready to work for you. There's Nova, who is the executive assistant. You can delegate email, calendar, and document creation to her so you can focus on appointments. There's Sirius, who is your content creation agent, and he can post lead generating content on autopilot without you ever recording a video or writing a word. And then there's Vega, the transaction coordinator, who will ensure no transaction falls apart due to missed deadlines or forgotten documents. And it learns your preferences over time so that it's able to work for you. So, with everything you're getting today, you're getting the volume system, which has the daily action plan, the goals calculator, the score dashboard, the pipeline manager, and the property lead generator. You're getting the confidence system that has the AI role play simulator, the custom scenarios, the objection scripts library, and the AI business advisor. And the leverage system, which gives you the real time market data, the content studio, and the integrations. Alongside that, you're also getting the bonuses of the performance suite, the private referral coaching community, and the triple AI agent team that includes Nova, Sirius, and Vega, all for a total value of $25,844 per year. Now, you may be thinking, here comes the price. Well, I can tell you've been burned in the past. Some of you may be thinking, that all sounds good, but look, I told you this was going to be the biggest AI reveal in real estate. Pulse Intel Pro isn't just another login, it was built to help you dominate. So, how much is all of this worth? Well, it has a total value of $18,752 a year. I told you I was going to do something stupid. So, for those of you who were thinking, here comes the price, well, this is your moment. See, I could say $997, and some of you would probably say that that's too low. I'm not going to say that, but if I did, here's how that would look. Let's do some goldfish math. The average commission, $12,000. And if you invest today $997, your profit on your next deal will come out to $11,003. That's a 1,100% return. You know what the stock market returns? 10% per year, maybe. This returned 1,100% in as little as 90 days. So if you can't see why $997 is a no-brainer, then what about 497? Here's why that makes more sense. This costs less than 1 month of a car payment. But what's the cost of staying stuck? Another year of shame. So let's go back to our goldfish math right quick. 497 in one closing is a $2,213 ROI. Then you'll be thinking, well, then why is it so cheap if it works like you say it does? And my response would be because when you win, you'll tell everyone, and we'll get 10 more customers. So I'm not just nice, I'm smart. So $18,752, that's not what you're going to pay today. $997, you're not going to pay that today either. 497, you're not going to pay that either. You're not even going to pay $297. But before I reveal the price, here's what's about to happen. Half of you, you're going to close this window and you're going to go back to your normal life. Before the end of the month, you'll probably complain on Facebook. You'll blame it on the market. You'll try it for yourself first, like you do every time. And thus, here we are again. But the other half, you're going to click on the button, you're going to fill out the form, and you're going to start the process of not getting left behind. Not because they're special, but because they know where things are headed. Here's what real estate folks don't understand about AI: it doesn't replace you, it multiplies you. Every major brokerage is building something AI related, but they're at least 12 months behind right now. And when they launch theirs, it's going to cost you probably around $500 a month, and it'll probably suck because they're building it for recruiting and not for performance. You have an 18-month window where you can have the advantage. And after that, the gap is permanent. Successful agents get more successful, and unsuccessful agents get replaced. This is your only chance to get on the right side of history. So now, we're not a major real estate industry corporation. We're not a brokerage, but also we're not VC funded or angel invested. And truthfully, this isn't even about money. So, with that being said, you're not going to pay $997. You're not going to pay $497. You're not going to pay $297. Today's investment is only $99 a month. You're going to get access to Pulse Intel Pro under our founder special for only $99 a month. And that includes the volume system, which has your daily action plan, the goals calculator, the score dashboard, the pipeline manager, the property lead generator, and the confidence system. So that includes the AI role play simulator, the custom scenarios, the objection scripts library, the AI business advisor, the leverage system, which is your real time market data, the content studio, the integrations, and the bonuses of the performance suite, the private referral community, the AI agents, Nova, Sirius, and Vega, all for a total value of $25,844 per year. And you're only going to pay $99 today and only $99 a month. But here's our guarantee: use our platform for 14 days. And if you're not 100% convinced this is the smartest $99 you've ever spent on your business, just let us know. We'll refund every penny. No questions asked, no hassle. And just so you know, there's no contracts. You can cancel at any time. And the setup, it only takes 10 minutes, possibly even less than that. So, again, that's the volume system that has your daily action plan, the goals calculator, the score dashboard, the pipeline manager, the property lead generator, the confidence system, which has the AI role play simulator, the custom scenarios, the objection scripts library, the AI business advisor, and the leverage system that has your market data, the content studio, and the ability to integrate your other platforms. Alongside those bonuses of the performance suite, the private referral coaching community, and the 3 AI agents for a total value of $25,844 per year, but your investment is only $99 a month. No contract, no obligation. Now, for those of you who enroll in the next 15 minutes from this page, we have a fast action bonus. And this is exciting, but it's only available on this page if you enroll in the next 15 minutes. Just listen to this call.
Hello?
Hi, I'm calling about the home for sale.
Oh, your property on 110?
Am I speaking with Sean, the owner?
Yes, you are. Yes, this is me. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I'm calling because I see your home on First Street is showing as expired. I'm with Chadson at Real Broker, and we specialize in helping homeowners in situations just like yours. Do you have a quick second to see if we can help?
A home just expired this morning. I knew I was going to get some calls, but home expired this morning. That's correct.
Great. We typically notice most homes usually don't sell for one of the three reasons. In your case, was it more about the price, the marketing, or the lack of serious buyers?
It seemed more so lack of serious buyers. You feel like we had lots of showings, but the offers weren't being matched. So that was a red flag for me, but I think we're just hold off for a bit and wait it out.
Sounds like you're looking for a more strategic approach to attract serious buyers. Jasmine has a proven system for expired listings that focuses on targeted marketing and buyer qualification to ensure those showing be turned into solid offers. Would you be open to a brief meeting at your property so Jasmine could share this strategy with you?
Potentially, like I said, I've heard it all before, so I'm not really sure. But I would be open to maybe hearing another opinion.
I appreciate your openness. Many homeowners we work with have had similar experiences and felt the same way. Jatham's approach is different because they focus on a specific plan to overcome the exact challenges you're describing. What if we set a time for Chatham to show you exactly how they market your home differently to attract those serious buyers?
That sounds great. That would work for me. My schedule's a bit hectic though, so is there a day you guys are available or?
Perfect. Chatham has some availability tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow around 2 p.m. work, or would later in the day be better?
If you could do 3 p.m., that would be perfect for me and my partner. I just need to make sure with her that we're available at that time.
Perfect. So we're looking at tomorrow at 3 p.m. at your property. What's the best email address to send the calendar invite to?
Absolutely, no worries. It's Sean123@gmail.com.
And for confirmation calls, is the number I reached you on today best, or would you prefer a different number?
No, this number's perfect. Just shoot me a confirmation and I'll get back with you to make sure we're all good.
You just heard from Phoenix, the leads agent, and we're going to give you 30 days free use of Phoenix. Phoenix is our professionally trained premium AI calling agent that calls your leads and books appointments directly to your calendar. Normally, this is $997 a month, but you're going to get the next 30 days for free. And if you want to keep it, we're also going to let you take advantage of a founder special on the leads agent of just $499 a month. And that won't change for you. So you get grandfathered in on that price and we won't automatically charge you for it. So once your 30 days of free use is up, you can decide whether you want to keep it or just let it cancel out. This is going to make it so that you are able to upload your database and have AI call every contact automatically. You'll have it book appointments without making a single manual call. You'll be able to qualify leads through natural human like conversations. You'll be able to wake up to appointments already on your calendar, and you'll be able to prove the system works before your first month is even over. So you can get rid of that cold calling anxiety and rejection fatigue or the I'll call them later list that never gets called. You can get rid of that manual dialing that wastes 3 to 4 hours just to book one appointment, or that salesy feeling when trying to get them to say yes to a meeting, or even having to hire and train an ISA. I wasn't able to maintain consistent follow-up with my database while I was trying to get new business. My contacts, they would go 6 to 12 months without hearing from me. And by the time I called, they'd already hired somebody else. So I created a realistic sounding agent that calls my leads automatically. This will save you a ton of time and money because you'll book appointments without spending a single hour calling. That's potentially 1 to 2 deals from appointments that you would have never made manually. And just one deal from Phoenix, it can pay for your entire year of Pulse Intel Pro. So you'll be able to prove the ROI before your first payment even processes. Now, you might be thinking, I don't want to rush into a decision just to get this bonus. Well, here's why that's not true. You're not rushing into anything. You have a money back guarantee. The real question is, do you want to book appointments in the next 30 days for free? Or do you want to pay $997 a month later when you realize that you need it? This is your only chance to test our most powerful feature without paying for it. After 15 minutes, this bonus disappears forever. So when we add that in, everything you're getting today, the volume system, which is your daily action plan, the goals calculator, the score dashboard, your pipeline manager, the property lead generator, then the confidence system, which includes the AI role play simulator, the custom scenarios, the objection scripts library, the AI business advisor, then the leverage system, which is your real time market data, the content studio, and all of the integrations included, plus the bonuses of the performance suite access, the private referral coaching community, and the AI agents Nova, Sirius, and Vega. So your executive assistant, your content agent, and your transaction coordinator And we're going to give you 30 days of free use of Phoenix, the leads agent, to call your leads for a total value of $37,808 per year, all for just $99 today. And it includes our money back guarantee. So, to take advantage of this founder special for $99, go ahead, click the button here on this page, and then just get started. Go ahead, click the button here on this page to get started.